If I have found favor in the sight of the king, and if it please the king to grant my petition and to perform my request, let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I shall prepare for them, and I will do tomorrow as the king hath said. Esther 5:8. Esther's words are not ancient protocol, but a blueprint for every believer who would test the presence within. When she asks, "If I have found favor in the sight of the king," she addresses her own imagination, the Christ within, recognizing that all power moves from that silent throne. Favor is simply the inner acceptance of your desire as already given. And if it please the king to grant my petition, is the very heart of test him and see. You frame a scene, a banquet, and you invite both the king, your conscious I am, and Haman, every doubt or obstacle, to appear there. You feel the table set, the fragrance of roasted meat, the soft light, the deep laughter. You accept this as real now, even though your senses deny it. Let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I shall prepare for them, is your command to your own wonderful human imagination. You prepare your mind's eye for the fulfillment, allowing both faith and fear to be present, but you reign as host. In that poised expectancy, you prove that your dreamer within can hold all opposites and yet deliver the feast of your desire. And I will do tomorrow as the king hath said. Here lies the art. Retire in faith. You feed the banquet in sleep, then awaken embodying the state you imagined. You test your king. You see if all things are possible to him. And as Esther prevailed, your outer world must conform to the inner feast you so faithfully prepared. There is no other king but your own imagination, and no other favor but the unquestioning joy of your assumption made real. So turn within, set your table, and let the great mystery prove itself to you. In Esther 5:8, we glimpse two inner movements: the quiet expectancy of having found favor, the seed of faith already planted, and the poised resolve to perform my request tomorrow. Psychologically, Esther moves from wish to certainty. She has rehearsed the banquet in her mind, feels its reality now, and waits only for outer circumstances to catch up. Here we see creation at work. First, a clear vision. Esther imagines the king and Haman accepting her invitation. Second, she maintains that inner can without wavering or debating its possibility. In Neville's terms, she has seen the scene already fulfilled. Her imagination impresses her subconscious, the creative source, and begins to weave external events to match the vision she holds. This verse reveals that each of us houses a living imaginal power, our own consciousness, that can originate every experience. Like Esther, we are not passive petitioners, but active co-creators. The divine being within responds to the feelings and scenes we assume as real. When Esther speaks her word and will do tomorrow, she embodies the principle. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, then let the divine self execute it. Begin by defining your banquet, choosing one clear desire, perhaps an interview you long for, a reconciliation of hearts, or the breakthrough you've been seeking. Allow yourself to construct a brief inner scene in which you and your king meet joyfully, exchanging congratulations and warm smiles. As you envision that sacred encounter, feel its warmth and delight as though it is unfolding at this very moment. Invite your outcome into being by embodying the emotions of gratitude, praise, and ease, just as Esther did when she found favor. In the glow of thanksgiving, any remaining doubt naturally falls away. Then, like Esther's confident tomorrow, gently release your vision into the unseen and revisit it only to renew its living reality within you. Remain alert for the outer actors, people, opportunities, ideas that begin to align with the banquet you have rehearsed in your imagination. They will flow in seamlessly to fulfill the scene you have already enacted within. By echoing Esther's inner feast, you come to understand that divine power resides not in pleading, but in the simple act of assuming victory. Your imagination is the hidden guest orchestrating every visible change. When you honor it as sovereign, your kingdom itself becomes the very feast you have longed for.